What is going on, guys? It is Solar Vipers, and today I'm bringing you something a little bit different than edit. As you probably guessed, an editing tutorial. I want to really get into these, and just for those of you who don't really know, After Effects all that well, or you don't know how to get Buju, but you can get Element. Element is a third-party plugin, which is what we're going to be using for the motion tracking. I can't really tell you how to get it for free, but I will leave a link to the website in the description. Also, I want to apologise for the inactivity. I have been editing, but I've been joined a team called Sora, you probably guessed. We're at 8k subs, so doing really quite well actually. But all my edits go on there maybe about a week before they actually go on my personal. So I will leave a link to them in the description if you want to check them out, see some amazing content from me and other editors. And it's a really good team, we're doing pretty well. I also want to apologise for the bad mic quality. My Turtle Beach just doesn't seem to work, so if it sounds like I'm ramming my keyboard into your head, I do apologise. I'll try and make it sound as clear as possible in the render. We're going to jump straight into this. I'll show you a quick example of what we're going to be doing. Simple 3D text motion tracks, and it actually reflects the map as well. So open up your After Effects, import your cinematic. I'm just going to pick this one. I just chose this one beforehand. Drop it into the timeline. Now all you do is just right click on your cinematic and click track camera. Now this is going to basically track all the points in the actual scene. So while this is actually doing this, we ain't got to stare at the screen and watch it, we can do a few things. So if you click on the text and make a new text layer, and you can call this whatever you want, so I'm going to put presents. You can actually hide this layer. Now just make a new solid by pressing Ctrl Y, or Command Y I think it's for Mac, and name this element. So for element, and obviously, as you probably guessed, we're going to add element onto the element layer. If my After Effects loads, sorry, it was a little bit slow, just because I'm recording, and I've got Skype open and stuff. It doesn't seem to run that well when I'm recording, but I have tried to get the smoothest software to do these tutorials because I've got Fraps and Camera Studio and everything else, and it just wouldn't work. So I'm just going to see how far this is done. Oh, this is done now. So what you want to do, you want to duplicate your cinematic by pressing Ctrl D. I just duplicated it twice. Wow. On the second one, the one you duplicate, delete the camera tracker. This is very important. And we're going to rename this by pressing Enter as environment. Now this is going to be what the element reflects in the scene. So what we're going to do, basically open up your element and open up custom layers and choose custom text and masks. Now in path layer 1, you guessed, put this as your text layer. Minimize that and then go to custom texture maps and name this as your environment. And then just go into scene setup. You may be going, what the hell? Don't worry, just click extrude and that's going to basically make your text 3D. And then go to environment, bring this drop down arrow down and choose your environment that you made. Press OK. Rather than me drag on a preset, just for those of you guys who don't know how to do it, basically just go into click on your bevel. You can do a lot of things like this. You can change the colour, so we'll have, I don't know, maybe like a nice light blue. That look cool. Yeah, okay. And then to make it reflect the map, just go to refraction and turn this up about that much. So as you can see, it's starting to reflect the map. And then go to reflection, turn this up a bit, maybe like 70. And then also we want to add a bit of glow to this as well. I want to bring this up quite a bit. It's a little bit dark. So yeah, there we go. That's okay. That's a little bit dim, but obviously you can change, however you want. I'm just going to quickly drag on a preset, but that's basically how you reflect the map. So dead simple. I'm just going to quickly turn the refraction up on this a little bit. Okay, so I got my 3D text and it's reflecting on the side there. Obviously this is a motion track, so what you want to do, you want to turn this layer off for now. Click on your cinematic, click 3D camera tracker. Now you want to go through and try and find a point that constantly stays throughout your scene. Now for me, it's these on here. So you want to do, you want to find a good one. I'm going to pick that one. So I'm going to click that and then right click and go create null and camera. Click on your null and hit P for position. Now these are the coordinates that you're going to basically put in your element. So open up element and go to group 1. Go to particle replicator and then change your position X to the first position here. So it's minus 825.9 for me. And then the second position is 522.7 for me. And the Z position is 1732 for me. And these, now what you're doing, you want to turn your element on. And it's a little bit awkward and I don't really like, where it is. Now what you want to do is do not change your Z position as much as you can, because if you move that, then your motion track is actually going to move with the scene and it's not going to stay, in motion track. So I'm going to drag this up to here. If you hold shift while you're dragging, you can actually drag things out a lot faster. A little tip for you guys. Saves you a lot of time when you're dragging it across the screen like that. Obviously that's rotated, I don't really care for that. So what you do is go to in between position Z and scatter, there's replicated rotation. And we're just going to rotate this how I like. Like there. Like there. Yeah. So now this is actually motion tracked to our scene. Dead simple. And you can actually do a few cool things with your 3D text. You don't have to have, it kind of just like that. You can actually add effects onto it. So you can add maybe shine. If you don't have shine, I would recommend you get it. I use it quite a lot. It's quite an overused plugin, but it is pretty awesome. And you can basically have like glowing rays. So change the transfer mode to add, and then you can change the colour to electric. That's a nice blue. And then boost that up a bit, and then bring it down a bit. Change the source point up. And you got like these nice, light rays coming off the text. So there you have it, guys. Really fast, really easy tutorial. That's basically how to motion track. And you can add as many, different motion tracks as you want. All you basically want to do is you want to go to your text layer, make another text layer. So I'll put episode, turn the text layer off, add a new solid, call this element 2, drag on element 3D onto this. You won't get that missing files. Little pop-up, I get it because I don't have any bevels or preset models for some reason. My element kind of messed up. But yeah, it's pretty much that. And then you just basically copy what I did earlier. So you just go to group 1, custom layers, custom text and masks. Path layer 1, we'll have this as episode. And then custom texture maps. Choose your environment, same environment, scene setup, extrude, environment, okay, and then preset, turn up the refraction to make it reflect. That is basically it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave a like and a comment if you want, to see more of these tutorials from me. I'll do as many as possible. And if there's any certain tutorials that you want to see, maybe an effect that I've done, please let me know, and I'll see you again. Cheers, guys. Peace.